I don't know. There's a lot of random cases I know, like the Black Dahlia.
Wait, did you guys hear about that thing where the guy was freezing humans trying to make a zombie virus?
Wait, what?
Like Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah, but
He didn't freeze anybody. He just poured boiling water into their brains. Like, he drilled holes and then poured
not
boiling
like
water.
that.
It's not
like in the actual news report. He was freezing people, and then unfreezing them, something like that. And he was trying to make a zombie virus.
He wanted someone to control because he wanted company, but as a sense of you're here, but I have full power of you, and you can do whatever I want.
That's a narcissist.
Yeah.
What?
He just took it a little too far.
Yeah. But anyways, you know the Black Dahlia case? It's so interesting to me because in the case, when they found the body, right, she was so drained of, like, blood or any type of liquid that the lady who found her thought she was a mannequin at first until she really saw her.
Oh,
that's crazy.
And then whenever they found her, they're like, this is a body, and she was, like, surgically cut in half, and she had, like, a permanent smile engraved in her face.
Ooh,
and
like Jeff the Killer.
Yeah, like, parts of her chest were missing, and, like...
That's messed up.
That sounds like the one Japanese, what's it called?
Oh, the Japanese story?
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Urban legends?
Yeah, like an urban legend.
With the girl with the really big smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she would walk up to you and say, "Am I pretty?" And then she would take her mask off and say, "Am I pretty now?"
Yeah.
Oh, I saw
You
that.
were talking about.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
like there's certain things, like I remember a video saying of what could happen if you say like certain things, and like the best case scenario is you run away, like you run away and get away from her, because if you say yes, then like it's okay.
She'll cut her smile off.
Yeah, she would like do that to you, and then if you say no, she would, I don't know, yeah, she'll kill you. Just
Isn't that like the same amount of torture?
Yeah.
yeah, literally. So
But there was like a specific phrase for it. Yeah, like what you would say to her. But I forgot what it was.
You know what that
I
reminds me
remember.
of? That reminds me of that, like, stupid elevator game that was a trend. And, like, I don't know when it was, but they would go a certain floor and then walk around and be in, like, the spirit world or something.
Yeah,
I have a
like
video
if you
about
pressed
that.
all the
Or
buttons.
not.
Yeah, and then, like, there would be, like, a spirit of a little girl with, like, her hair out on her face. It's kind of like the ring.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure if anybody listened to all of this, they wouldn't think about anything we're saying. They
No,
wouldn't
because
know.
my older sister tried to make me do the elevator game when I was younger. I was so scared of that game. Like, I was so scared. Like, my sister, she tried to take me to our grandma's apartment building because it had, like, the exact floors needed. And she tried to do it while I was in the elevator with her. Like, I wasn't consenting to it at all, but she really tried. I was so scared. I never wanted to do it.
I never played the game before.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I would be scared of it because when I was little, I don't laugh, but I used to be scared of Cat in the Hat.
Really? Cat is so cute.
No, but the
No,
real
he's
life
so
version.
Scary.
Yeah,
the
real life version.
The real
used
life
to
version
scare
was kind
me
of
so
creepy.
bad.
Who was even the actor for that guy?
I don't even know. I just watched the movie and I was like, what the
Was it? I thought it was Jim Carrey.
I was just about to say
he
that.
played the
Yeah.
Great Dog.
Yeah.
It might have been Jim Carrey.
He might have.
He's really good
Wait,
at
we can
doing
look
like
it up.
those
Yeah.
fur suit kind of things.
Wait, you guys.
I was just thinking of, like, oh my god, I got really mad for a second.
So, all of you guys had family members that made you play scary games.
I know I haven't
Yeah.
played any of them.
Like all the
It's
time.
just like we didn't know what the scary
Have
games
anyone
were.
played Bloody Mary?
Watching the NTD. Okay.
I actually really want to play the Ouija board, but I know.
I have
Have you
one.
ever watched the movie Ouija?
Yeah.
That shit is so.
Well, but if you
That
do
is so
the
scary.
if you do the Ouija board, it's like people say it's like 50% your intuition and then 50% is
Yeah.
a quote unquote spirit or whatever. But like if you do it and actually get in contact or whatever, it's a lot more dangerous because if you do get in contact with something, you don't know what it is. And
Yeah, you
there's
don't know
like
if it's a bad
You
spirit
know,
or a
yeah.
good
A lot of
spirit.
people actually don't believe in ghosts.
Did y'all hear the story? I don't know if I think it was on some website where it was about these group of teenagers. They were all in a room, and it's kind of what we were doing. They were making a whatever this thing is called.
Podcast.
Yeah. And they took all the headphones off enough and turned off everything. When they left, they couldn't open the door.
Oh Lord!
And,
like,
somebody
all
open
the
the
lights
door.
turned
Make
off.
sure it's still.
All the lights turned off, and there was something taking one by one.
you know what's crazy?
It
Open the
does.
door.
Scary.
Open the door. Make sure it's still open.
You know what's crazy? We're talking about all this scary stuff as the lights are red.
Yeah, the lights
No,
are just
Yeah, it
completely
just sets
red.
the mood, bro.
It does.
But what was I going to say about the ghost thing? I was just about to say something and then Zeke started talking and I completely
Margot.
lost it.
Yeah.
I know I was gonna say something too, but I just can't remember.
It was a. I remember in my old school in Buffalo, my old elementary school, that school was so haunted, and it was because before it was actually a school, it was a hospital, and at the time I was in like 4th grade, I think, and the 4th grade rooms were in the basement.
I'm so fucking scared. I want to leave.
Zeke's getting scared.
They were in the basement, right? And the basement of the hospital would be the operating room. So like the basement 4th grade floors were like the most haunted. And the first day of 4th grade, I swear to God, I went to the bathroom and I saw a girl. And whenever like I went to the bathroom and then she was still there when I came out, but then like she was looking in the mirror and then she just was gone. And I was like,
oh my God.
What the hell? And in 4th grade, I was what, like 8, 7? I don't fucking know.
I know. I don't remember what.
10, 11.
Yeah, and I was like, imagine an 11-year-old Axel just seeing that and seeing someone disappear. And I was like, I ran back to the classroom like crying, and the teacher was like, "What happened?" I was like, "There was a girl and she disappeared." And I swear to God, she thought I was crazy.
So wait,
She was like,
the way I started believing in ghosts was because. So when I lived with my dad, I used to have to watch my baby brothers till like 4 in the morning. So there was this one time I got them all to sleep. So I went outside and I sat on the porch.
Yeah.
And my brother was out there with me, and then my brother went inside, but the door was left open. And when I looked back, I saw my baby brother, and he was standing there. And I was like, I had told him, I was like, go back to bed. You're not supposed to be up right now.
Yeah.
And
because kids can see spirits and stuff.
He ran.
Yeah, I believe in that.
But he ran, and I followed him. But when I turned the corner, he wasn't there. So I went upstairs to go check the room, and all 4 of them were asleep.
I would have left the house.
No, literally.
Yeah, guys. Let me tell you something. So my mom's husband, Will, right? His dad is an alcoholic, and he got into our alcohol cabinet because we usually mom has it has it locked most of the time, and he got in there because he was sober for a few months, and then he got into there. We don't know how he got in there, but he did. The lock wasn't like cut or anything, it was just taken off, and yeah, it was weird.
Did he pick it?
I don't know. We don't know. And he was like, can you go outside and tell that girl in the dress to go inside, because it was raining, and he was like slumped over on our back porch at our old house, and because I got home from school and my bus stop was behind the house, so I was walking up the alleyway and I seen him, and he was like, can you go tell that girl in the white dress to go home? And I was like, there's no girl there. He was like, yes there is, she's right there, and I was like, there's no girl there, and I started freaking out, and then I was like, come inside. He was like, no, I have to go help the girl, and I was like, there's no girl there. You have to come inside.
Wait, was he like clairvoyant or something? Because being clairvoyant is when you could see spirits who aren't there and stuff like that.
We don't know because he was drunk.
So he
remembered
something. So I'm pretty sure my nana and my mom are both clairvoyant. So like sometimes I see things too, but it depends or whatever.
Yeah.
But when I was little, and I still remember to this day, and it's been the same story for years. So obviously, little Axel's not making it up because it's been the same thing for years. So I know for sure I saw something. But whenever we lived in my old grandpa's house, that house has been there for years. Like, it was 18 something that it was built or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was going into the laundry room at the time, and all of a sudden, like, I don't know what happened, but like there was 2 like kids, like a girl and a little boy, and then there was like some type of like I don't know what was it, of like I don't know what it was, but it was like a machine, and they were like little kids or whatever, and I was so confused because like the next day I was like, who were those kids in the laundry room? And my mom was like, there was no one here, and that just stuck with me because like they were wearing old-timey clothes and all that, and it's just like,
so they must
I think
they must have been
died.
old spirit. Thought I was high, not gonna lie.
No, because I walked up the stairs of my, because you've been to my house before.
Yeah.
Like you have, and Axel has. Like the stairs and then the bathroom right there.
Yeah.
That bathroom was like creaked a little bit open.
Yeah.
And it was like a little dark, but it wasn't like that dark. Like it was like the sun was going down. And I went up the stairs, everything was fine. And then I passed the bathroom. Like I was turning to go into the living room. And when I tell you, I saw like a figure just right by the like in the crack of the door, like going into the bathroom. I saw it, and it was standing right there, and like the face and everything. I felt like I was like when I walked past it too, right? And I got a wave of fear, and like I felt so scared,
like the panic.
Yeah, and like I was so scared that I ran back downstairs to my grandparents.
You can feel something else is there, but you don't see it.
Bro, it was so scary.
Your house is definitely haunted because every time I'm there, I always feel like there's something, especially in your closet. There's
something in my closet, I swear.
See, every time I go there, I feel like I don't feel uncomfortable. I just feel like something's always looking at me.
Especially in your closet. It feels like there's like an old lady presence or something.
Okay. Yeah,
actually,
that's exactly what it feels like.
Actually, you guys want to know something? Because you guys just bring this up, right? Yeah. My aunt, who died, before she died, right? She came to me, and she was like, "I feel something like attached to you."
Yo,
and she said it was an old presence.
Take that stuff out of here.
Don't even start with the attachments.
Okay, like she said, like, but she said, I don't know. She said like it's a good spirit or something. I don't know, but like, she just was like there's something there.
Do you ever have like dreams about like?
I totally forgot to tell you, like how you said you sensed like an old lady presence in my room. An old lady died in my room.
Really?
Yeah, like she died.
Yeah,
in my room.
Feels like it. I don't understand how to like explain it, but it feels like
no, because I sense it all the time. Like in my room when I'm alone and no one's there, I swear I feel something, and it especially comes from my closet.
You okay?
Yeah. Like. I don't know, it just always comes from my closet.
We don't have to keep on meeting at Aleyah's house.
Yeah, I know. We're not going to go to my house.
You guys can meet at mine.
But every time I'm there,
your house. There was this one time you went downstairs because your mom was calling your name. And so it was me and Billy in your room. She told me to make sure Billy doesn't get out because he opened the door. Mom would run out. So I was on my phone, but then I looked up at Billy. He was staring at the window. So I was like looking at him like, Billy, what are you looking at? And he kept pointing. And there was this breeze that came in that was like on my neck. So I turned around and the window was open. But before you left, you closed the window.
Yeah, you could talk. I don't even know what I was going to say.
Two things. One, in my old house before I moved here, the whole reason we moved out of that house was because it was haunted. And like this whole time we've been talking about human presence, but whatever was in that house was not human at all. And I've seen it, and my sister has seen it, and my dad, it was like attached to my dad. Like it how do I explain
is it because
it was like
your dad gives off a bad vibe?
Yeah, no,
yes,
definitely he does.
Okay,
like whenever you talk about him,
it got like he's normally pretty like violent, I guess, or whatever, but it got a lot worse in the house. And then my dad, he would always say like weird things. He would be like, did you see the what is it called, the stove shaking, or the fridge was shaking? Did you see that bottle being thrown away? Like it was bad, like things were moving and stuff, like things would be thrown.
Wow.
And then in the middle of the night, my mom like called me, like scared, and I was sleeping. I was over,
that scared
and
me. Turn it off.
That's not ours. I shut mine off.
Wasn't mine.
And
Whose
then,
phone just vibrated?
Mine's off.
that wasn't mine. I didn't get a notification.
I don't have my phone.
But anywho, and then he was walking, and there was like a black shadow like following him, as in if he was being like attached to something. And the one time I saw it, the thing in the house, my mom had moved my room to the back tub, and then I like saw it, and it was just like a black figure with the same kind of white face that you guys talk about. Yeah. But whenever I felt it, it was definitely not human, and that like reminded me of the Conjuring story.
I have a story after you tell this.
And then the whole Conjuring thing, because like since we're talking about ghosts and all that, the Conjuring movies or whatever didn't actually tell the full story of what happened, because one of the sisters who lived in the house wrote 2 books about the actual story of the Conjuring house, right? And she gave those books to the producers of the Conjuring movies, and they were literally like, we can't put this in a movie because it's so graphic and it's so bad. And I have one of the books that
I'd actually love to read that.
The what's her name? I forgot her name, but she wrote the actual book of what happened. And if you skim through the books, it is so bad. Like what I thought my house was haunted, it was bad, but when you read the books, it was horrible.
No, yeah.
And there was a part. Sorry,
you're good.
There's a part in the book where she said, what's it called? Her mom. And then it was so bad to the point where she said her mom was dreaming and about like a crooked neck lady, and in the house there is a spirit as the crooked lady. and she saw it in her dream, and then her daughter was really experiencing it. So it was like a double kind of thing. It's really long and hard to explain, but like if you look into the Conjuring story and like all the spirits that are there, it's actually so crazy about it.
Yeah. Going back to like your dad having attachment, there's actually a like a real life crime thing about it, about this guy.
Oh, I already know what you're talking about.
Because I watched the Netflix series, like it's called like 26 or 30 days, like, and they have like these psychics have to stay into like a house, or like an apartment thing or like a complex. And they have to stay there for 30 days, because it's like a theory that Ed and Lorraine Warren made up, that you have to stay in a house for 30 days to fully experience like the spirits or whatever, and like to try and figure out what actually happened. And these psychics went in there, and it was like this one place that was like really bad, like, and this they found out that this guy, like the father of like all the children and stuff,
Are you
the
talking
father,
about the Amityville murder house?
No.
Oh.
No, but it's sort of like that, but he had like a really bad demonic attachment like to him that made him very angry, and he killed his entire family. His entire family killed.
Wait,
It's sort of like it, but it's not exactly
but
that.
it's not the
But it's
Amityville
not.
one?
No, it's not.
My teacher
Goes in my room all the time.
Yeah, but that's probably just the jacket hanging
Can
on
we
the chair.
No, it's actually not.
Really?
Yeah, there's this like empty space right there. And one time I opened my eyes because I woke up to use the bathroom because that's what a normal person does. Like, come on. And it was right in front of my dresser, and there was like this long thing standing there. So I grabbed my phone and turned on the flashlight, and it was there for a split second, but then it disappeared.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
And so I got up and looked around my room because I guess the white in me was coming out.
white in you?
Yeah.
You went out to go check because the white in you was coming out?
Yeah.
You know,
God.
actually,
Did you hear what I said earlier?
No.
it's
Tomorrow, if we don't have anything to talk about, then we should talk about the Conjuring
Yeah,
house, because
no.
there's actually a lot of
Yeah.
like, there's like, if you do research and
Oh
stuff,
my
there's a lot
God.
of murders that happen,
guys
suicides, and
know
like all
Sam
of that
Borden?
stuff.
What's that?
Because
Sam
the
Borden?
Conjuring house can make people go
He's-
crazy.
Yeah.
Sam
Borden.
Lizzie Borden, yeah.
He's related to
I love him so much.
Seth Borden is related to Lizzie Borden, who is a quote-unquote axe murderer, but it's not confirmed that she actually
Murdered
did.
somebody?
It's actually
He basically confirmed that Lizzie didn't do it.
And they didn't tell her anything before she went in the
Yeah.
house. And I'm thinking, she can sense them, she can see them, because she saw the maid before they even went to the house.
I think it was either the maid or the
No, I don't think it was the maid.
I don't
Someone else.
understand how people get
actually,
how do spirits
I
attach to you?
It's because
maybe
spirits, when they want energy, they have to find something to give them that energy in order to do things. Say if like the
But is it
Annabelle
like
doll.
specific people?
Not specific people. They mainly look for people who are emotionally vulnerable.
Yeah.
So like
Oh.
so
That makes
like
more sense.
so who?
people in order to get
Then
that energy.
How do
to-
they attach themselves to objects?
Well, any spirit entity, whatever you want to call it, they will attach to something that looks human. So most of the time, it's very common for dolls to be possessed because they look like humans and they want that energy. So even if a doll is not living, it still has some type of object energy, if that makes
But
sense.
they
And, like,
mainly
yeah.
spirits or entities.
Dog, like Cece, she does the same. Like she'll bark at my closet all the time.
It's your closet. There is
Like,
something in
Dog
that
barks in my
closet.
closet.
Like my dog.
We gotta do a seance at your damn house.
We do. No, I've played the
You'll make
Ouija
it mad.
board. I played the Ouija board like
Not
so
coming.
Well,
many
that's
times.
probably why you done made it
You would
mad.
make it
yeah,
probably
for real,
did.
Like you're trying to reach out to something that
But it
doesn't
was
want
at
to
my
be reached
mom's
out to.
house.
Did you play it alone?
No, I played it with
You're not meant
my.
to play it alone.
Yeah,
you're
you're not.
not supposed to.
I
That's, like,
played it with
number
my
one.
And you're not supposed to
brother.
take your
I played it with
your
Cameron
hands off
before.
without saying
I
goodbye.
played it with my other ex.
And actually,
it like
after
so
you're
many
done
times.
playing it, after you're done playing the Ouija board, first, you're not supposed to play it alone.
Yeah, there's many rules to it.
You're not supposed to take your hands off without saying goodbye.
You're supposed to be 8 years old.
Yeah, and
Or young or older.
yeah,
I'm 8 years old to summon a demon. Let's go.
and after you're done playing it, you're supposed to burn the Ouija board.
Yeah.
Do it.
No, I thought to make holy water, you have to have like a priest do it, like a certified
you
priest.
have to have a priest do it, or it
But,
doesn't count.
Yeah, that's why I thought. It just.
It was nice talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.
Goodbye.
Signing out.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Yeah.